How's it going, everybody? Just like a little musical interlude there. Oh, it just cracks me up. Remember the way DJs used to, you know, like they would start playing a song, but they'd be giving you the weather, but they would time it out and finish it like, hang on just a second. Got something stuck in my glass sliding door. Anyway, glad I got that fixed. So, did this little Facebook deal about how they are connecting Donnie Darko, Jake Gyllenhaal with a right eye, and Donnie Darko. Sorry that picture's so small there for the big screen here of Zoom. Here is the Roadhouse movie poster. Again, small. I'm sorry. Jake Gyllenhaal, the new Roadhouse. Conor McGregor, the notorious Conor McGregor, is in the new Roadhouse. Remember, his nickname is the Notorious Conor McGregor. There he is, the Notorious Conor McGregor. Duran Duran had a song, Notorious, which was featured in the Donnie Darko soundtrack. There it is, Notorious, Donnie Darko, Duran Duran, YouTube, Duran Duran, Notorious, Donnie Darko, Donnie Darko. Patrick Swayze, Roadhouse, the original. Patrick Swayze and Jake Gyllenhaal, both in Donnie Darko. Patrick Swayze and Donnie Darko. And there's Jake Gyllenhaal in Donnie Darko, who is now the new Patrick Swayze in Roadhouse. And they shared a moment on the big screen as the sun gods simultaneously, where Donnie was, let's make sure my volume is good. Donnie was sleep golfing, was the theme. And you're going to see Patrick Swayze eclipse the sun. And when Donnie's laying there, they're going to call sun, sun, and that's not the S-O-N sun that they're actually saying. They're talking about the sun over his shoulder, the sun in the sky that Swayze is going to eclipse. But at the same time, also talking to Donnie, who is the Antichrist, who is also the sun god. Because Satan is the sun god, and Satan's going to possess the body of the Antichrist.
Son, Donnie Darko.
So he's right there. He's telling you that the sun god is Donnie Darko. That's what he cryptically just told you. And then Patrick's going to come up and eclipse the sun as the sun god, as they are one and the same. And they are one and the same in the movie. And I'm not going to get into how that is in other ways. But they're showing you here that they're one and the same in this movie by showing you they're one and the same playing Roadhouse. Here's the sun god.
Son, Donnie Darko. What the?
Now here comes Patrick Swayze. I do have to stop and talk, or I could get a copyright strike. And we don't want to do that. You know, if I play that song more than 6 seconds, 7 seconds, you get a copyright strike. You know that, right? But as long as I don't let it play that long, the AI can't flag me.
What the heck's going on here?
So he just now, son, Donnie Darko. There's your solar eclipse, total solar eclipse. Totally blocked out the sun.
Is it done? It's Donnie Darko's kid. I'm sorry about this, Jim. It's just.
Then, of course, Donnie is going to get up and rise.
But
So Donnie has risen at the solar eclipse. Now we showed you also Donnie rising at the lunar eclipse. And in that video, it was a pretty, let me find it. It's titled Donnie Darko, Dark Knight Rises clues us into March 23rd event, 25th White Horse, April 8th Red Horse. Now, I say all of that potentially. Okay, potentially. Because everything we do here is just for fun. It's just a hobby. Trying to figure out from their clues of predictive programming, which is lesser magic. Let me read the article or the Facebook post that I wrote. Anatomy of a Decode, how Mystery Babylon connects their themes via moving actors around along with music, etc. The new Roadhouse movie. And by the way, the Notorious Conor McGregor's in the movie, and Duran Duran's song Notorious was in the movie Donnie Darko. We have to make sure that we understand that. All right, let's go ahead and the new Roadhouse movie connects the Antichrist right eye event, actors and music connections many ways over, followed a bouncing ball. Actors Patrick Swayze, 1989, and Jake Gyllenhaal, 2024, as stars of both Roadhouse movies. As also were both in the film Donnie Darko, Donald's darkened right eye of Zechariah 11:17. Also in the movie is the notorious Conor McGregor, nicknamed Notorious, worldwide moniker Day One. So he's always had that nickname since day one. Duran Duran did the song Notorious in the movie Donnie Darko soundtrack. Donnie Darko is the Antichrist. Batman is the Antichrist. Conor reps the AC also as UFC's top star. He's still billed as their top star, even though he keeps losing. Proves to you it's not fake. If that stuff was all faked, Ali never would have lost a fight, and Conor McGregor would maybe lose one, but he wouldn't have really have ever lost a fight either. All right, hang on. All right, let's continue on with this. Be careful, man. Get a copyright strike. Jet. Paul McCartney and Wings. So Conor reps the Antichrist also as their big star. Simple and easy Google searches to Jake almost getting the Batman Dark Knight lead role. How he's thinking about playing Batman in an upcoming Batman production. And that's the article right there. Jake Gyllenhaal is open to playing Batman in James Gunn's reboot. That's a classic. And there's talk of the discussion about that there. Jake Gyllenhaal throws name into ring to play Batman. It would be an honor. And Jake Gyllenhaal's Batman comments are perfect for the DC Universe reboot. And let's not forget that what was it here? Oh, yeah, that Jake Gyllenhaal almost got the role. Christopher Nolan. Jake Gyllenhaal was once almost finalized for the role of Bruce Wayne. How's my volume over here? As you know, they'll play with your volume now, the AI. Better turn it down a little bit. I might be too muffled. As long as I move it away from me a little bit. When I got it that high, it can't be. It's one of those soft microphones, a little mini tripod that sits up here on the desk. But Jake Gyllenhaal was once almost finalized for the role of Bruce Wayne in Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy. But the part ultimately went to Christian Bale. You know, Christian Bale, bail on Christianity. You know, you can see that coming a mile away, couldn't you? And Christopher Nolan got Christ in the director's name, got Christ in the Antichrist name of Christian Bale. And don't forget, both Bale and Christopher Nolan, along with Michael Caine, who was the helper of Christian Bale's characters in both movies, where they all did The Prestige, where, of course, Christian Bale was cloned, the twin Trumps, the twin towers, how it's a body double switch, the horn as the one of the twin Trumps had a gigantic horn on top, a gigantic antenna, which transferred over to One World Trade Tower, also has the gigantic horn or antenna on top. It's amazing how they do all this, isn't it? What else? Was there another point? Let me pause and think. Oh, at the end, I will go over with you how we know Mr. Big is the Antichrist. From a biblical standpoint, both Bible prophecies and another little caveat that he has thrown in there. So these are not coincidences. This is known as lesser magic specifically. The AI Ghost in the Machine runs the show and has been but it must follow, it must lead its flock down the path God has laid out. Their underworld does get to have its black magic games with the earth dwellers, and so on and so forth. On down the rung, the Mystery Babylon members will or may have no idea, though most of the stars do, and they love it. Same as the sheep loves the Lord's process of, scripting everything out, because there's no such thing as free will. Everything is scripted. God's declared the end from the beginning. That's Isaiah 46:10. The book of Revelation is written. Everything is set in stone. The word was before anything was. So every story in the word was before the earth was even made. It's a long story, but let me see. As the sheep loves this process, Mystery Babylon, their members love living in the world that they do see. Mystery Babylon members love living in the world that they see it as special and magical. Little grammatical error. Let me fix that at the Facebook. Well, it's not so bad because I separated there in the world that they do. Let me see. Mystery Babylon members love living in the world that they do. They love living in the world that they do. Love living in the world. I don't know. Let me fix that. Out of the word control, the world that they do control. They see it as special and magical. How they control folks. How they control how folks think and feel. All right, we're good there. We're good enough because everybody knows I'm no rocket genius, so it'll be good enough in the article. In closing, Patrick had a scene in Donnie Darko where he was the sun god blocking out the sun. See top comment where Donnie is on the ground, rising at the eclipse moment. In the second comment below is the video how I cover the coming lunar and total solar eclipses. So those two, that one's called Donnie Darko / Dark Knight Rises Clues Us into March 23rd event. 25th White Horse, April 8th Red Horse. It's 25 minutes long. For the sake of this particular video, I will show it. Since it'll go out on my Facebook, this will be at my Mystery Babylon Right Eye channel, which has the Donnie Darko movie poster with the right eye. Nice and shiny, sparkling there. What else? So we did go through the photos. And Jets. So again, Gyllenhaal, Roadhouse, Conor McGregor, the Notorious Conor McGregor, as the song Notorious. Now, you have to understand that the fallen angels are in and out of time. They are the time travelers. That's why Trump's always going to be the time traveler. I guess we need to go ahead on and get into this final phase of everything that we want to look at here, which is how you know Trump is the Antichrist. Somebody had to do it, right? So when you key in SIX, 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 the number of a man, 666, the right down here is Donald John Drumpf. Drumpf was Donald Trump's family surname. And there it is, Drumpf. Alternatively, Drumpft is a German surname. And here it is, MPF. The spelling of the last name had changed by the end of the 17th century. In 2011, the International Business Times repeated an unverified claim that Trump's paternal grandfather changed his name, Trump, to Trump, possibly to avoid anti-Trump, anti-Semitic, I don't know. Donald Trump, a funny label, but it's fair. Wikipedia and Snopes definitely approved it. We just key in Snopes. Was Trump's family surname once Drumpf? Donald Trump's ancestors changed their surname from Drumpf to Trump. It says the surname of Donald Trump's family was originally Drumpf. Donald Trump's name was never Donald Drumpf, but I can change my last name to Lollipop, but it doesn't change the fact that I'm still a Stokes, does it? No. So he's still a Drumpf. So Donald John Drumpf does come to 666. And when you key in Don Drumpf, you get 666 in the English gematria, where A is 6, B is 12, C is 18. It's 3 times simple gematria, or 3 times English ordinal. All right. So he fulfills that prophecy of 666. Now, the other prophecy he fulfills is why his name was then changed to Trump. Both names fulfill the Bible prophecy. So the Bible verse, I believe it's, I commit my Father's name and ye receive me not, but if another shall come in his own name, him you will receive. John 5:43. Another what? Another Christ, which would be the Antichrist. Jesus said, I come in my Father's name and ye receive me not. If another shall come in his own name, him you will receive. He's talking to those from that region that he was born and crucified in. Of course, Trump's on temple coins over there today. They have received him. And this is the key part. If another shall come in his own name. The horn is the Antichrist of the Old Testament. And there it is, Daniel 7's, the horn, or the little horn, was the Antichrist. A trump is a horn, and a horn is a trump. It's that simple. So he's here in his own name as Donald Horn or Donald Trump. They are synonyms. They are one and the same. And then we go to Daniel 7:21 through 25, where 7:21 begins with, and the horn, or the trump, made war with the saints and prevailed against them. Go down to 7:25. And he, the horn, shall speak great words against the Most High and shall wear out the saints of the Most High. And now we look at Trump Towers 5, multiple addresses, 721 through 725 Fifth Avenue. That perfectly matched.
According to Wikipedia, Trump Tower is at 721 to 725 Fifth Avenue in the northern section of Midtown Manhattan, on the east side of Fifth Avenue between East 56th and 57th Streets. It is adjacent to the Tiffany & Company flagship store to the north and 590 Madison Avenue to the east.
So you notice how the Daniel passage of the horn making war with the saints and then wearing out the saints, that little 5-verse passage there, Daniel 721 through 725 perfectly matches Trump Tower 721 through 725 Fifth Avenue. So all very fascinating stuff. He is the billionaire from Gotham, as Batman's Bruce Wayne was the billionaire from Gotham. All the world's a stage. All right. Love y'all.